Hi, my name is Eliezer Rubin. I am the head of school at the Joseph Kushner Hebrew Academy-Rae Kushner Yeshiva High School and the Klatt family Rosh Yeshiva. In this week's parsha, there is an iconic phrase, the phrase Na'aseh v'nishma. After the Torah was given, the Jewish people exclaim that we will perform and then we will listen. We'll question whether or not you can perform and follow the mitzvot and then follow up by listening. One would think that listening has to precede the actual performance to understand the expectation. So there are those who try to explain the reverse order of first we will perform and then we will listen. But in the purposes of getting straight to my point, I'd like to share with you one opinion which I think is very relevant. The reason why the Jewish people said after the Torah was given that we will first perform and then we will listen is that they were really implying something much greater. The word nishma doesn't really mean listen. The word nishma in this case means to process and to reflect and to take meaning. We as practitioners, Jewish practitioners, we understand the obligation to perform mitzvot. They are very important to us, and they should be unconditional. But they're not static. The actual performance of the mitzvah is static, but the meaning behind every mitzvah changes in generations based on the context of society and the needs and also the stimulus in which we are living. In the case of Na'aseh v'nishma, what the Jewish people were saying is that when a mitzvah is given, yes, of course, we will perform the mitzvah, but more important is how will we reflect and transform ourselves based on that performance. And the way that I perform a mitzvah today in this generation and in this century may be the same, but the meaning that I take away from that mitzvah will be different from the meaning from my father that he took away from his and my grandmother that she took away when she performed that same mitzvah 70, 80 years ago. And my children, my sons and my daughters and my grandsons and granddaughters will perform the same mitzvot, hopefully, and they will take a meaning which is contextual and meaningful for their period of time. So really what the Torah is telling us is that the Torah on one hand is a Torah shebichtav. It is static. It does remain constant. It is predictable. But what's not predictable and what's quite dynamic and very energetic and creates synergy across the board is when we perform these mitzvot, what does it mean for the practitioner? And I would like to wish you a Shabbat Shalom and ask you, when you perform the mitzvot, what do they mean to you besides the actual level of performance, and how has that changed over the years? Shabbat Shalom.